Today, I want to visit with you about 5 life lessons that I wish I would have learned earlier in life. It sure would have made life a lot easier. And I'm hoping that they'll be helpful to you. So I'm hoping to take my long journey and turn it into your shorter journey, or take my long road and turn it into your short road. So again, I'm going to share 5 things with you. I do have a little cheat sheet here, so I may be looking down every once in a while at that. So the number one, or the first one, I don't say the number one, but the first one that I want to visit with you is the fact that everybody is fighting a battle that you can't see. You may have heard that saying before. I'm not sure when I heard it for the first time, and I don't know that it really sank in, and it definitely didn't sink in as I was going through growing up and into my 20s, and probably was even into my early 30s before I really got this. Part of the reason I don't think that I got it or understood is that I didn't see anyone else going through some of the things that I was going through. So I was still in special reading in 7th grade, which I told myself I'm not very smart. I didn't see others struggling like I was. The other thing is that I was living in a pretty challenging, turbulent home. And I definitely didn't see that happening to my friends, my extended family, to my neighbors. And so I felt like I was all alone. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, like you're all alone and you're the only one going through something. Now, years later, I learned that I wasn't, that everybody has a story. They're all different and we all react to them differently, but everybody has a story. So, life lesson number one, I wish I would have learned a little bit earlier, is that we're all fighting a battle that we others can't see. The second thing is that things aren't always as they seem. So, as you may know, our brains were designed to protect us. And so we have a negativity bias. When we scan the world, we have a tendency to scan it in a negative light to protect us versus in a positive light, which is the reason why is when somebody walks in the door in the morning at work and they don't say good morning to you, you get upset and angry, and why didn't they say hi to me? And, you come up with all these negative talk as to why that person didn't say hi to you, which it may have nothing to do with you, and probably has nothing to do with you. As maybe their cat died that morning, or they got a sick child, or they're worried about their parent, or that sort of thing. And so I wish I would have learned that earlier, that we have that negativity bias, number one, and how easy it is to rewire your brain so that you're not scanning our world for the negativity bias, but we're scanning it for positive things, which you'll hear if you're on my channel, and I'll talk about gratitude, because I'm a big believer in gratitude and the way that it can rewire your brain so you see the world completely differently. So again, wish I would have learned that a lot earlier in life, and not got so tied up into what people were thinking, or why they didn't say hi to me, or why they didn't call me back, or things like that. And not gone down that dark road of, thinking it was something about me, or something, I had said or that I'd done. Um, and it probably wasn't about me. They probably weren't even thinking about me at all. Number 3, don't sweat the small stuff. So when you're younger, for a lot of us, we haven't had a lot of life experiences, and again, using that negativity bias, look at things from a negative standpoint, and you let the little things bother you. Again, like somebody not telling you good morning at work. But as you get older and have more experiences and life lessons and that sort of thing, you come to terms with the fact that they're small things, and don't worry about them. So for me, when I was 33, my dad decided to take his own life. And it was, I don't know, 5 or so years later, my first husband had an affair on me. And when you've had those type of life lessons, or not life lessons, but things happen to you in your life, you don't sweat the small stuff. They don't matter. And I would have had a more joyful life a lot sooner in my life if I would have realized that. Don't worry about the little things. They're really no big deal. Number 4, it's okay to fail. Because I had that struggling in school with reading, and again, thinking that I wasn't very smart, that I was not going to prove to anybody that I wasn't very smart. I wasn't going to go out there and fail in front of them so they could go, see, she's not very smart. I just wasn't going to do it. So unless I was pretty darn sure I was going to succeed, I didn't try anything new. It wasn't until later in life that I really realized we all fail. We all fail. And that it's okay, that that's how we learn. And it's our perspective and the way that we look at that failure makes a difference. So I hope that makes sense to you, and something that resonates with you is that, you know what, we all fail, and so what? You know, hopefully it's not detrimental to your, you know, your health or that sort of thing. But anyway, we all fail. It's okay. And number 5 is that I wish I would have learned to laugh more often. So I'm the oldest child, and I've taken on the persona of the oldest child, of being very serious, have to do everything right, color within the lines, you know, that sort of thing. And my mom said about my younger sister one day, you know, she really has decided to have fun in life. And I was like, yeah, she has. And I'm missing out on fun. I also realized that when I looked around at the people around me and the community and my friends and people that I knew, the ones that were really having fun in life could laugh at themselves, and that was okay. Again, before I would have never shown anybody that I had made a mistake. Now I'm willing to make a mistake. I'm willing to fail. And I'm also willing to share it with people and laugh about it and have a good time. So I'm letting those positive chemicals flood my brain and make me happier. So these are some of the life lessons that I have learned that has helped take me from having zero self-esteem because of that, you know, reading ability that I lacked, and because of the childhood that I had that I didn't see around me, and have been able to chip away at it to get to where I'm at. And so again, those 5 life lessons are: number 1, everyone's fighting a battle that you can't see. Number 2, things aren't always as they seem. Number 3, don't sweat the small stuff. It's not worth it. And worrying, it doesn't change anything. So why worry? Number 4, it's okay to fail. The only way you're going to get any better at anything is if you try, and try again, right? You know the saying. So remember, it's okay. And the last one is to learn to laugh, and laugh at yourself. So those people that trip and fall as they're going through the door, that turn around and laugh and go, oh my gosh, did you see that? How could I have tripped? Are the ones that are having fun, not the ones that try to hide that fall. So I hope that this is helpful for you. And if you have any comments, please leave them below. Let me know what resonated with you, or what life lessons that you have learned, so that we can, as a community, lift each other up, and that we can all have a more joyful and happy life. So I'll be reading your comments. I will be responding to those. So I look forward to reading them. And if you haven't, I hope that you will subscribe. And I hope that you have a great day. I always say, take care. And I want you to know that I am rooting for your success.